Hey, badass business owners. Today I want to ask you about your reputation in your community. What is your community saying about you? Now, I need you to go along with me down this road that we're going to go down because I want you to put yourself into this vision that we're going to have. Let's pretend that I go into your community and I'm going to do one of those round table things where I pull in your last 20 customers and we're going to be behind two-way mirrors where you're on the other side and you're able to watch what they say, but you cannot talk to them. All you can do is sit there and listen to the feedback. So I get your last 20 customers in this room and I start asking them a series of questions. So the first question they don't know why they're there, by the way. All right. So the first question that I ask them, I just say the name of your company and I say, tell me about X. And what are they going to say? Are they going to hear crickets? But yet remember, these are 20 of your last customers. Or are they going to go, no, they were good, because a lot of times people start off nice. They don't necessarily, because I've been in a couple of these, they don't necessarily start off bashing anybody right away. But what they do is they're trying to get a feel for the room. So what they're going to do is they're going to be polite in the very beginning and they're going to go, oh yeah, they were a nice company. But then what happens is it starts to crack a little bit as people start to become more real and more honest with their feedback. So if we were to get an honest read of your business while we're doing this meeting with these people, what are they going to tell us? So if I ask them what your brand is, what would they say? Because more than likely I'm going to go something like, tell me about X company. What is their brand? What do they stand for? What comes to mind when you think of them? What are the answers that are going to come flowing out of their mouth? What are they going to say about you? Mind you, these are your last 20 customers. Are they going to tell me that, that you are a very honest and ethical and you guys had fantastic customer service and you came out and you quoted them and you priced them and you did a great job? And what are they going to say? But more than likely what's going to happen is they're just going to kind of, like I said, they're going to be the nicey nice in the very beginning. So that's why a lot of times the people that are leading these meetings, they start honing in on specifics. So for example, they might just say, well, let's start with customer service. How was the customer service? And when they start throwing that out there, because customer service means something different to everybody, they're going to get a variety of answers from how you greeted them, how you treated them, how they felt afterwards, because customer service is an emotional reaction for most people. What are they going to say about their interactions with you? Then they're probably going to ask them about the quality of the work or the product that they got from your business. What are they going to say about that? Are they going to say that it was done really well, that they were very happy with the quality of what it is that they got, or how long it took, or how it was cleaned up afterwards, or whatever it is that you do? Just ask yourself, what are they going to be saying about your business? They're going to talk about value. What kind of value did they get? They're not going to, they may or may not ask about pricing. It depends upon how the question goes. For some of you, you are very low priced and you should not be. And others of you have raised your prices and you think you're overpriced, or maybe you just know you're priced high. That's not bad. It really depends upon how it's framed in this context. So for example, if someone says, oh my God, they were so cheap, I feel like I got a steal. You need to raise your prices. They just told you that because they thought they got a steal for what it is that they did. And let's just say you think you're overpriced and they say, you know what, they were a little on the high end, but I was extremely happy with what I got. I was extremely happy with what they did. Guess what? You're priced okay. They told you were priced high, but they were all right because they felt they got the value out of the price that they paid. But if somebody said so and they said, oh my God, they were priced high, the work was terrible, the service was terrible, you could be the cheapest and they still don't like you. You could be the most expensive and they still don't like you because they didn't connect. There was no connection between the price that you have and the value that they got. You have a broken business. But if they put everything together and it all sounds right, then guess what? Your business is doing good when it comes to that whole pricing side of the entire thing. What are they going to say? Let's say you have employees. If we were to ask them about the employees in your business and how they were treated and how they did when they were in their home, how would they say? What would they say? What's the feedback? Did any of you cringe when you thought of hearing what the last 20 people that were serviced by one of your employees said? That tells you you've got a bad employee and yet you put up with it because you were worried what this group of 20 would say about that employee. Now, I know this all sounds kind of crazy doing this environment, but I remember when I was with Home Depot, we went into a couple of different cities and we had some issues and some problems in those areas. And we did some of these focus groups to hear people. And I'm telling you, as a lifelong lover of Home Depot, working there forever, those were hard to hear because I had an image of what I thought the business was. And here I am listening to these people bash the business. And what's funny is I had no skin in the game because I just went to that new area. I was new to the area, so it wasn't anything that I had caused. We were just trying to turn it around. So a few of us went in there to try to help make some changes. And we had to hear what the feedback was. And it was killing us because it's very raw when people are sitting there giving you feedback of what they saw. Now you can sit there and you can say, yeah, but all this is basic stuff. And you're right. The basics kill us all day long. You can also sit there and say, oh, they just decided to get onto a bashing party and join each other. Yeah, but guess what? Anybody that was going to follow the crowd, yeah, they're going to follow the crowd. Okay, great, fine. Just do what you do with that particular information. Remember, facts are facts. And this is something I was almost going to do a whole episode on its own. We have got to start getting emotionally detached from the facts because a lot of times we react with the emotion, not with the facts. Matter of fact, I always say all the time that there are three truths. There's this person's truth, the other person's truth, and then what really happened. And the reason is all three are true because they are tied to emotion. Because this person and that person take the facts and put their interpretation and their emotion to it. It doesn't necessarily make it right or wrong. It's just this is what actually occurred. So when you have those people sitting in there, you have to take the emotion away and just hear it. Because if you have 20 people, 20 of your last customers, and even 2 of them say that your customer service sucks, you have a problem. That's 10% of your people are telling you they had a customer service problem. Now, it's not horrendous because you don't have half that room or all that room saying it, but isn't 10% enough to say, hey, something's happening. The wheels are starting to fall off. I need to tweak something. I need to change something. You don't need groupthink. You don't need all 20 people to say the same thing. Yes, one person, it might be a one-off. It might be that person was a pain in the keister. It might be all kinds of things. But when you start getting 1 or 2 telling you something and then all of a sudden 3 or 4, you need to listen to what that information is. So what I want you to do is I really want you to pretend that you have 20 of your last customers sitting in this room and they're being asked a series of questions about your business. What are they saying? What are they saying about your service? What are they saying about your people? What are they saying about you and how they were treated? How would they say that you showed up to the job site, to their home? Because so many of you help people in their home. What would they say that experience was like inviting you in to their home? And if you have a product-based business that they purchase, what would they say what it was like going into your place of business? How would they say that experience was? You have to take it to your business and your customers and ask yourself, what are they going to say? And you've got to react to that information, because if you just take that information and you don't do anything about it, then you might as well, you just wasted your time and you wasted their time. When we did those focus groups, we actually came out with a big old book of stuff that we knew we had to address. Now, can you address all of it in one shot? No. But you can say, hey, this higher level will fix a lot of the little things. Okay, these bigger rocks will help these smaller rocks. For example, if you have poor customer service, that's going to go down to so many levels because it's going to give you bad attitude employees, poor quality, poor how you show up to work, how you talk to people. I mean, customer service is, if that is broken, it breaks so many other things. But if you can work on the service side of a business, then you can fix a lot of little things and then you can go in and tweak the things below that. And in our particular case, when we look at customer service, we actually had to go back another layer, and that was the leadership teams in the stores. Because if the leadership teams suck, guess what? Their employees are going to suck. They're not going to care. If they feel mistreated or felt bad or talked to down to, they're not going to care. So guess what? If they don't care, if the leadership team doesn't care, then the employees don't care. By the time it gets down to the customers, they're going to totally get a bad experience. And then everything else that you're doing wrong just continues to compound. Think about it. Every time you're mad at someone, every little thing they do irritates you and gets under your skin. So when you go into a room and everybody's bashing everything about your business, it's because they're so fed up that there's nothing that they like. Because at the end of the day, what you need is you need each and every one of those 20 people to go tell 20 more people that they absolutely should be using your business. But if they're not happy using your business, you're not going to grow your business because, well, let me take that back. You'll grow your business, but it'll be you out there hustling for every single one of them versus these people, those 20 people in that room, them spreading word of mouth, them telling their family, friends, they need to use your business. And that's what you want. That's the free advertising. That's how you make a lot of money, because now you don't have to spend 5%, 10% of your money to try to go out and get new people. You don't have to spend 5-10 hours a week trying to hustle to get new business. Let these people create your business for you. But you've got to understand what they're saying when they're in that focus group. And you need to do this exercise every single month, because you are only as good as the last time people were talking about you. You probably have heard the saying, you're only as good as your last customer, your last interaction, because that's what people remember. Okay, they're not going to remember that you were a fantastic company a year ago and now you might have the wheels falling off. What they're going to do is they're going to go, yeah, they kind of suck now. They used to be good. That's what they're going to say. And by the way, used to be good could be 6 months ago, depending upon how often they use you. If you're someone that goes to somebody's house every single day, for example, if I have a pool cleaner who comes to my house every single month and my pool was amazing for 6 months, and I notice over the last 2 months that my pool ain't looking so good, guess what? My thought on that pool person is the recent, right? It's going to be over what my pool looks like over the last couple of months. And I'm going to go, yeah, I just can't recommend them right now. My pool's been it's been gross. And, they used to be good, but I don't know what's wrong. Something's going on. I can't recommend my guy to you yet. Maybe they'll figure it out. Maybe something will change. I don't know, but I just don't feel good about recommending them. That's how you need to realize that's how your people are talking about your business. And that's what you want to change. And the only way you can do it is to get that tough love, to get that tough feedback of what people are saying about your business. All right, I know I'm rattling on this subject, but it's something that's really serious. And it really is something that every single person needs to do, is you've got to take a pause and think hard about your last 20 customers and what they are saying about your business. What was their interaction with you? Take away the emotions, stick to the facts. Say something went wrong. How did you handle what went wrong? Are they going to remember that you were late? And they're going to go, really nice guys, they showed up and everything was okay. And yeah, well, they told me they were going to be there between 8 and 10 and they didn't get there till 11. And then they had to leave because they forgot some stuff that they had. But they were really nice and they got the job done, and it came out really nice. Is that how they're going to say it? In your eyes, you're thinking, oh, it was a success. I went over there. I did what they needed to get done, and I was friendly and happy. And man, that customer is going to love me. But that's not how that customer is telling their friend. They're telling their friend a little bit different, because they're filling in the emotional piece to their side of the facts. Your side of the facts is that you got it done. Their side of the facts is it was a roller coaster ride to get there. Now, did the job get done? Yes. But what people share is what they feel. And you've got to keep that in mind. So what are those 20 people going to feel when they're talking to their family and friends and their neighbors about your business? Do the exercise. I promise you, it's going to be eye-opening. And I also really encourage you to do it. I would do it once a month, but at minimum, do it several times throughout the year and have a reality check on yourself, because I'm telling you, it's going to help you stay on course, because word of mouth is probably one of the biggest things you have going for you to be able to grow your business without costing you any money. Go do the exercise and let me know how it went. If you want, Tammy at localsmallbusinesscoach.com. I'd love to hear from it, but at minimum, I hope you do it and you see a huge opportunity in your business and you can make a lot more profits and increase those sales because of it. And it's a simple little exercise. All right, with that, I am out of here. Talk to you on the next episode. Bye for now. Hey, badass business owner, before you go, as you know, I'm a huge believer in you knowing your business numbers. After all, it isn't about how much you sell. It's about what you keep. And the best way to grow your profits is to start diving in and understanding those business numbers. To help you on this journey, I have created the Know Your Business Numbers course. We will walk through how to read your profit and loss statement. You'll learn the key calculations that'll help ensure that you're making a healthy profit on all of your products or services, plus a ton of other good stuff that'll help you learn how to use those business numbers to create even more sales and profits. Just check out the link below in the show notes or visit knowyourbusinessnumberscourse.com. So if you're ready to increase those profits, it's time you start diving into your business numbers.